Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
See if I sell this game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break it.
Fuck.
How about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got him.
Thank God, dude.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Going to try to get it himself. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unleashes it. He's got it. And he's still running after the move. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Off play action. The short hands, it's later. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
And the Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
My old coach said you never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Using his feet. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively. Big first down for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To throw, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch, it's Adams. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Back to throw, it's Russell. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Just excellent coverage, nowhere to go, and they don't come close to getting it in. The defense, a brick wall. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd, stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quick release on the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. Turning it on. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling.
Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To throw, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 35 over Eastern Michigan. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Russell. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Tatum. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got his man on the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got the quick pass. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Let's go.
No good.
Let's go.
Guys have missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
Oh, he's got some space. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Tatum. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
On the direct snap, it's Porter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far...
Finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Tide crowd rolling downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the left. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. And not much going on downfield. They just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down.
I suck.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it.
No, I had him too.
Make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. With the catch, it's Adams. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end.
Yes!
It's picked off, and they
Let's go!
with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the
might have
fact that
sold
they
me
forced
last
a
week
turnover.
and the week before. But what a play.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Taking it to the 4.
So first down will open up the final period. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet.
Here we go, big run.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Coleman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
To the air, it's Reed. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together. They've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. He didn't do it that time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw
And
it's picked
good
off.
play.
That's the turnover they
Good
desperately
play.
need. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. At number one beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. You'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback extends the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Tatum. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Trying to get it to the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got his man on the run.
So happy.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play. Right,
oh my God, thank God. But what am I?
Bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot.
What am I doing? I hit my tight end wide.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
On the move, he fires.
Bro.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Right on target this time. Count out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Off the play fake. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
There's no way.
He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Okay, they're already within field goal range, Jesse. Now it's just get the ball to where the kicker wants it.
Exactly.
Breaks into the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Touchdown time! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And it'll will come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.